Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here in Jerusalem at the building of the Nissan Nativ Acting Studio, part of an art school complex here in the center of Jerusalem. I'm here with Ofer Cohen, 26, and an MA student in Atmospheric Studies in Hebrew University of Jerusalem, who is heading the Civil Assistance Room, one of many such locations where civilians volunteer to help both the soldiers at the battlefront and other civilians who have been evacuated from the south. We're here in Jerusalem, roughly an hour to an hour and a half ride away, and thousands of citizens have been moved to hotels here in Jerusalem. Here, let's speak to Ofer and see what's going on.
We can see here's Ofer, and in back of him is one of the projects, secondhand clothes that Ofer and his volunteers are giving out to people who have been evacuated from the south. Good afternoon, Ofer.
Good afternoon.
So tell me about. So you're 26 years old. You're an MA student. Tell me about the activity here. How many volunteers do you have working with you?
We have a few hundred volunteers, but not all of them are here at the same time. We have like a rotation of volunteers all the time. A few hundred volunteers, a lot of different subjects that we're trying to help with at the same time.
Yes. So tell me, what are the primary activities of the Civil Assistance Operations Room?
The primary activities we do now there are a few primary activities that we're trying to help with. One of them is accommodation for people that are being evacuated from the conflict zones, mainly evacuation to places in Jerusalem, and when they are evacuated here, like giving them the whole administrative assistance they need, if it's food or accommodation or washing material and such. Another thing we do is we do a lot of things that needs someone to drive stuff from place to place because of the conflict. So we have drivers that help us take stuff from place to place. We have a very large system where we take food and other material that people need after being evacuated from the war front, and we get it to them with specified drivers that drive and give it to them from place to place.
You have a psychological first aid, you told me?
Yeah, we have psychological first aid here. We connect people that are traumatized from what they've seen at the war front, and we connect them with psychologists and other like social workers and such, and they help them. Like, it's first aid. We can do everything, but we connect them with some kind of professional.
So if I understand correctly, everyone here is volunteered. Not all the clothes I see in back of you, all the food in your in the other center, it is all private donations, not funded by any government organization.
No government organizations. Some of it is funded by donations of money that we buy the stuff with.
Yes. So another interesting fact is that you have multiple organizations. There are four primary organizations doing the volunteering work here. Tell me about them. Two of them are political parties from the Jerusalem municipality, correct?
Yeah, two of them are the liberal political parties from the Jerusalem municipality. One other one is the student protest against judicial reform, and another one is Lev Echad. It's
One Heart, yes, an NGO for emergency assistance. Yes,
that's like what they specify with, and they.
Yeah, so I'd like to clarify that you are non-partisan. You have your students who are volunteering here were protesting till very recently against the government's reforms, and you are working here with people who support the reforms or not politically active at all. Yes.
That's not something we talked about here, but
and it's very interesting that how people who till very recently were disagreed are now working together for the cause.
That's the point.
Yes. So thank you very much, Ofer. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
This is Yeshaya Rosenman for Public Digital, downtown Jerusalem.